Alright, we are back with part 2. So, we've explored some examples of functions that do admit extensions and some which do not. In fact, what I'd like you to do before continuing in through this video is I would like you to go through the proof on your own of proposition 3.9.6, fill in those blanks, try to understand the proof, correct any typos which you might find, which I'm sure there are because this was written by me, and see if you understand it. Okay, do that. Great, you did it, we're back. So let's try to do this. Let's let g of x from the interval from r minus singleton 0, and it should be f, right, be given by f of x equal to the sine of x. I claim there does not exist a continuous extension g from r to r which extends f. And, well, again, let's see the idea of how the proof should go. So there's the graph of this function. And we'll use this sequential idea again. So if there is a continuous extension, then g of 0 has to be equal to something. And by continuity, that something has to be the limit as x approaches 0 of g of x. But by this reformulation in terms of sequential continuity, this will be the same thing as the limit as n goes to infinity of g of x sub n, where x sub n is some sequence of inputs. So, let's see, here's a sequence of inputs. 1 over n, which gets close to 0. And by just looking at this graph, I know what the limit as n goes to infinity of g of x sub n should be. It'll be 1. Here's another sequence of inputs. X sub n equal to negative 1 over n, I guess would do the trick. Well, look at that sequence of inputs. What does it converge to? Well, converge to 0. So if g of 0 exists, g of 0 has to be the same as the limit of the sequence, let's call that one y sub n, of that sequence. Well, that means that g of 0 has to be 1 and has to be negative 1, but it can't be 1 and negative 1, so it just can't exist. So, now that we have the picture, let's actually give the proof. Excuse me. Let's let f, defined on r minus singleton 0 to r, be given by f of x equal to, lots of typos, the sine with a g of x. Let's suppose, for the sake of contradiction, that there exists a continuous function, g from r to r, which extends f. By the continuity of g, it must be the limit of x as x approaches 0 of g of x has to be the same as g of 0. In particular, that limit has to exist. Alright, so just like we did before, let's pick a sequence of positive numbers which converges to 0, namely x sub n equal to 1 over n. Since g is continuous at 0, sequential continuity requires that the limit as n goes to infinity of g of xn has to be the same as g of 0. But by direct evaluation, the limit as n goes to infinity of g of xn, well, xn is never equal to 0, so xn is in the domain of f. That'll be the same thing as the limit as n goes to infinity of f of x sub n is equal to the limit as n goes to infinity of 1, because the sequence of numbers is positive, is 1. And maybe I'll put a sentence of explanation. Because xn is in the domain of f, and moreover, xn is bigger than 0. Thus, g of 0, since it has to be the same as the limit as n goes to infinity of g of x sub n, has to be 1. And now, well, you know what I'm going to do next. On the other hand, consider another sequence, negative 1 over n. You can pick another sequence of negative numbers if you want. The same argument above gives us that the limit as n goes to infinity of g of x sub n should be the same thing as the limit as n goes to infinity. Oh, that xn should be a yn, shouldn't it? Of f of y sub n, which is the limit as n goes to infinity of -1. But by direct evaluation then, the limit as n goes to infinity of g of x sub n is going to be -1. So that means that g of 0 has to be -1. Oh wait, but -1 is not equal to +1, so that's a contradiction, so no such continuous extension exists. So there's another example of a function which does not admit a continuous extension. And you notice that in both of those examples, basically we just proved that the function f that we were trying to extend has a limit point of the domain where the limit of the function is not defined. So I think, I know it's super short, but I think I'm going to stop this video here. I'll upload this, and then we'll talk about continuous extensions of uniformly continuous functions with an emphasis on that magic wad which we've seen buys us some special stuff.